Sup? Good morning, new video, hello. New wheels, whoa! These are new things. These are 17s. I got 17-inch wheels. They're much bigger. I'm running 25mm spacers. God damn. Peeking just a little bit. Peeking. Anyways, so today's video is a bit special. If you haven't met my brother NJ, he's been in a few of our videos. And he's been looking for a car for a long time. He's been looking into Celicas. He's been looking for a GT4, specifically the ST185, which is, I think it's the 3rd generation. Not exactly, I can't remember. But of the GT4s, it's the 2nd generation, and they're so hard to find those cars. And he actually was able to settle happily with an ST165, which is the generation before. The body's a bit boxier, it's a bit shorter wheelbase, and yeah, it still has the pop-ups, and it's all-wheel drive. He's going today with the towie to pick it up. So he's driving all the way to Newcastle, and for people who don't know, that's about 2 hours from us in Sydney. But yeah, he's going to record the whole thing for you guys. It does need a bit of work, which is completely fine. More stuff for us to do and more things for us to learn, so yeah. Sweet, we're finally here. It's all loaded up. Special thanks to Adam, my man here. I really appreciate it, dude. Thanks so much. Yep. He really came through, dude. And hopefully you guys will see more of the GT4 in videos going forward. So, keen. All right, take it easy, man.
You
Have a good one, yeah.
All right,
see you later.
great to deal with you. I hope it's all.
The car is here. The car is here. The car is here. That's it. Hey boys, let's go. I cannot see shit. Yes. Woohoo! Woohoo! I'm excited. Yes. So we're back at the factory, and we're going to start working on the GT4. This car is a 1986 Celica GTFour. It is a JAP import, and also has never been registered. So he's kind of like the first Australian owner. Like the guy that actually imported it, he actually never road registered it. So it's never been actually driven on Australian roads. NJ bought a box full of just things to change. So he has oil, coolant, spark plugs, fuel filter, and oil filter. So we're going to do an oil change, flush the coolant, and change the spark plugs. We're just going to give it a full service, and yeah. So what you need to do first is check your fluids. So check your coolant. Don't need to pee. Right. Check. But yeah, it looks nice and clean, not milky. Right. Power steering. Is there anything in there? Yeah, it's like a red. When NJ had to drive the car into this garage last night, he was struggling with the power steering, and the car was on, so I don't actually know if the pump works, so we'll have to actually try diagnose it. The thing is, this has a very small engine space. Like, it's a small car, so the engine bay isn't that big. Not very big. But we'll see. We're going to pop off the strut bar, because it's kind of in the way. It's right on top of the cylinder, so we can try to squeeze our way around it, but it'll just be easy if we just take it off anyway. We're going to be putting new fluid, so the first nut coming undone in Australia. There we go. Very nice. Alright, so what are we doing? We're going to test the lumbar support, the electric lumbar support. Andrew just popped off the strut bar, but we're just going to, we're just going to see. It has a new battery, so Oh! I can feel it. Oh, actually, like when you put it down, you can feel how much it was up.
Oh, really? Man.
Oh, I want this.
Fluid's pretty good. Fluid's full. We're probably gonna go get some new brake pads as well. But we're gonna, yeah, we're gonna, what? New spark plugs. Oh, you don't have.
Brake and clutch is good.
We're gonna jack up the car now. Wait, is this stuff? Yeah. Jacking up the car now to change the oil. What are you doing, mate? Dude, use your fucking hand.
A few days ago, we filmed a video of me doing my oil change.
Did you pick up any information?
Not really. I just watched you do it.
Fuck.
It's like when I watched you do the when you change your engine. I watched you do it the same thing. You just went underneath, unscrewed some things, you backed up, put the oil pan, and then.
Yeah. Fuck. All right.
I need to think the clamp it though, right?
Get the oil pan. Find the oil drain bolt.
Be a spider. Oh, this?
No.
No. What are you pointing? Oh, this.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah. There's a bolt here. There's a bolt. Yeah, there's a bolt. There we go. All right.
Like we said, we're going to change the spark plugs, and we have to take the top mount intercooler off to actually access the spark plugs, because the plugs go right in there. We can't really access it because this cuts it off. So, and we also don't have. We need a spark plug extension. I can have a. In the midst of doing this, before we pop off the coolant lines that feed under the intercooler, we're going to just quickly. He just tightened up the oil pan bolt. What the fuck? Oh, you're so dirty. Oh. He just tightened up the oil pan bolt. We'll just change the filter. It's right here. Give me a light.
Oh, it is. Oh, very nice.
There you go.
See, and just give it a little bit of a. Oh, yeah. So the owner had it for 2 years and never touched it. Even after it was imported, yeah, he just never touched it. So a few things are seized. The intercooler, we had to give it a pry just to unseat it from the engine. It's probably just all the dirt and grime has just sealed it together. But yeah, so we have just to pull off those coolant lines. Hopefully coolant just doesn't go everywhere, and we'll see how it goes.
Bitches, be snitches, ditches, liches. J!
Also, I lost all the straws because the wind blew them away, so there's only one straw.
What's wrong with you?
It's hitting this, that's what's happening. This is hitting this.
That hook?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's okay.
What is this hook for?
We need to pull it that way. I think it's to lift the engine if you need.
Yeah, there.
There you go. Got him. Showed him. No, it's like zoomed in like. Hey!
Oh!
Hey!
We just numbered the and numbered which ones go in which port on the distributor. That's why we're gonna. It would have been easier if we just left them in and then got them and then we just changed them out one by one for the right length and the right port. But in case they don't have them, we have to bring them so they can get the right lengths. Yeah.
NJ and Aisha just quickly ran to get those ignition wires for the spark plugs. They brought them with, but it's so crazy. Like when I was looking for a car, I was really looking into these GT4s, and I really wanted one. Now I had a few I was looking at, and then I ended up getting the Integra, and it's just crazy. Like there's coincidentally like both Jarrell and I, before we started even doing car stuff together, we both actually were looking for the same cars. We both looked at 300ZXs, we both looked at RX-7 FCs, and we both looked at GT4s. After I got my car and doing all this stuff to it, NJ always wanted a JDM car. He has the Golf, but he's always wanted like a project car to work on, a JDM car. And he ended up going through the same process, 300ZXs, all these things, and he also ended up considering a GT4, and for him, he never like stopped. Like it was the car he wanted. and he was looking at the next model, the next generation, and I kept telling him like, get the older model, because it's the one I wanted. I really liked them. He ended up getting one. It's just crazy. Like this is a car that both me and Jarrell wanted, like for ourselves, and it's what NJ's ended up getting for himself, and it's something that he loves and he's happy with. And it's crazy. The car does need a bit of work. It has, obviously, like as you can see, we're just giving it a quick service.
Inside the door right here, there is some rust. There's just some rust here on the roof, and same for the other side.
Otherwise, everything else is pretty clean. Like, he got so lucky with this deal. While they're gone, I'm probably just gonna start removing the spark plugs and changing them over already, so I'll put you down here.
When I ball, I'm a ball, King James, nigga. Uncle Ben in my hand, make change, nigga. And I'm out of this world like Tang, nigga. Tang, that's a space bar. Yeah. Man, I hate y'all. You only come around when you wanna.
There were these on top of the spark plugs from the ignition wires because they broke off because they were old.
So they didn't have the wires, so they're gonna come in tomorrow, meaning that we can't start the car. We're gonna try to find out if we can use the SD162 ones on it. I don't think there's a difference from turbo to non-turbo, but we'll find out.
My shit.
Out with the old and in with the new. Hey guys! It's just down there. We took the top banjo bolt out, so this is free now, this line. And now we're just getting the bottom one out, which we have to do from underneath, which is what he's doing now.
We're back. It's been a couple hours now. NJ's learning the tiniest things set you back hours. Whenever we do car stuff, he's always like, oh, you guys get stuck, like, you guys say, oh, it's gonna be quick. Oh, it's only a small thing, and you get stuck doing for hours. Well, this is what just happened. I wanna go home!
So we were changing the fuel filter. You can see it right here. So the banjo bolt and everything was fine, but it's actually the compression fitting underneath, right there, that fitting, it really didn't want to go into that thread. These lines sometimes have trouble, especially because they get old and they rust, and if they twist or anything, they can even break. So we're trying to be very careful, and it was just, the threads were just being temperamental, but it's on there now.
So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna fill up the fuel and prime the pump so we can check the lines if there's any fuel coming out, because that means it's not tightened enough or the washers are shit.
Ah! Heavy?
It's heavy.
All she needed was at a Clippers game on the court side. Watch a nigga shoot like a 4-5. They mad at me too, I got more fire. Why these bitches see you? Go home, Roger. See some mirror in my bed, I'm a smart guy.
Alright boys, Austin's gonna prime the car now. We're gonna check if there's any cheeky leaks. You want to check the banjo bolts, and then we'll do it again and check underneath. And to prime the car, all you have to do is put it in the second position. You'll hear the fuel pump, and then that's when it builds up fuel pressure.
What was it, the hand?
Pump. Alright, let's go.
Alright. That's all good.
Oh yeah!
He's happy because he's fucking going the RiseUpLights empire.
Give it to me. And that's it for now. Jarrell and I are going to come back tomorrow morning to finish off the rest of like servicing the car so we can finally get the ignition leads from our local auto store, because I had to order some in. Chuck them on, put back the intercooler, we can put new coolants, we can fill up the oil, and then yeah, we can put power steering fluid, and that's about it. The rest is pretty ready to go. We're really trying to get it registered hopefully this coming week, because we can't actually have it in the factory for too long, so we'll see how we go. Keen? Subscribe.